This is a resource extraction site low. Now, I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but since Odyssey came out, it seems to me that they made the high-res sites harder, which is fine. I don't mind that. But this is the first time I took out this new ship, and I didn't want to die right away, so I came to the low res. This is a Viper Mark III. It's cheap. That's why I picked the Viper Mark III. I couldn't possibly care less when I first started out here if this thing got shot out from under me, or how many times it got shot out from under me. It didn't matter. Nothing on this thing is engineered. I did A and B rate a lot of the modules, but at the same time I was trying to save mass too, so a lot of my spots are just plain empty. It's basically just guns and an engine. I've decided I really don't like engineering. Now, I get it, I think I understand why they put it in the game, but I find it to be a monumental pain in the ass. I mean, I don't have that much time to play games during the week, and I really don't want to spend the time I have running around looking for irreverent wake signatures or whatever the hell it is you're supposed to find. And then there are those places where you go where you're supposed to log off, log back in, and go scour it again for stuff. And now I'm hearing that they, quote-unquote, fixed that. I have done some engineering. I will do some more engineering. I'm just not in any god-awful hurry to do it. So as far as the weapons on this thing go, obviously multi-cannons and beam lasers. The multi-cannons are gimbaled. The beam lasers are not. That's because I need practice. I need a lot of practice with fixed weapons. I like the idea of fixed weapons because they do more damage. At least generally. I don't know if that's true across the board. But in this particular case, they do. And I was surprised. I actually landed more hits with the lasers here in this session than I thought I would. I had a lot of pretty embarrassing misses, but I did hit a few times, and when I hit, it was doing some damage. This poor guy just flew right in front of me. I was stopped while my collector limpet picked up a bunch of materials for engineering. Hey, I didn't say I'm not going to collect materials when they're there. What the hell? This is probably the best shot I had in the whole night right here, and I overshoot the guy. Landed a couple, but I gotta watch that. And I just sit there. Oh, brother. Okay. And here's where things start to take a bit of a different track. So, Mr. Farnsworth there, if that really was his name, gets blown up before I can close enough to start shooting at him. My blood pressure's up by this point. I've been at this for a while, and it's just kill, 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 kill. So I go looking for the next mook. And here he is. Target him. Start lining up on him. Closing the range nicely. And fire. And of course I did not check to see if he was wanted or not. Now I got the whole damn galaxy shooting at me. Stupid mistake. Very stupid mistake. Got a little excited. So, time to take it on the lam here. And what follows is probably one of the most inept escape attempts you've ever seen in your life. Finally closed up my hard points. Weaving in and out of the rocks here. Still have my little collector limpet faithfully following behind me and my cargo scoop wide open. Cargo scoop still open. Cargo scoop still open. Point defense turrets going nuts. Finally closed the cargo scoop. And a glimmer of hope. Actually charging up the frame drive here. By all rights, I should have died there. But I make it back to the station. Managing to avoid crashing into that guy on the way into the station. 200 credit fine, and I'm going to the joint for the first time. Now, I think that's a little steep, not the fine. I've actually had higher fines for trespassing. I think going to jail for... I didn't even crack the guy's shields to speak of, and they sent me off to the can. So, I take the opportunity to refuel and repair and restock, and I leave the champion of piety. 7 jumps back, and back to the fight. And I had to fuel scoop every other jump. So here I am, in the same spot. Apparently we're all friends again. Beautiful thing. Now this guy, if you notice, is in a Cobra Mark IV, which is basically just a lump. Something very important just happened there. I don't know if anyone noticed. And finally, he goes down. I go after this guy. I take care of him. Now, my collector limpet's off getting stuff, so I come to a stop. Figure I'll look for another target now. I didn't see all the stuff up there in the chat. And next thing I know, the whole world's caving in. I don't know who this guy was, but he took me down to my hull in a couple of shots. Time to get out again. It's around this point where I noticed that I'm carrying illegal cargo. I didn't realize my limpet picked up somebody else's cargo who had died. I had no clue. I had no clue this guy was scanning me. I wasn't paying attention to that. I just wasn't watching. But this time, I buttoned everything up, boosted the hell out of there. I learned a few lessons from that first time. He's still after me. Decided to come after me again. But by this time, I'm getting out of there.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And I was happy. I learned something that I didn't know. You can actually jettison cargo when you're in low wake. I had no idea you could do that. I did it. I just didn't want to dick around with it anymore. At this point, I was ready to call it a night, get back to the station with my 4% remaining. But I'll tell you something. I built this because I didn't care if I got shot out from under me. Now I care. I really like this ship.